As a disclaimer, Monster Fuckers Anonymous is indeed about wanting to love and have sex with monsters, but we want to make things extremely clear from the get-go. Not all of the chosen monsters will be sapient, but we will not be endorsing zoophilia or bestiality. We will be as transparent and ethical as possible, while also sex positive and mostly having fun.
Vampires that stalk in the night, werewolves that howl to the moon, dragons that loom over the skies. These monsters and more have plagued mortals for millennia, clouding our minds with one singular thought.
Can we fuck 'em?
Fiction or reality, which one should we be? Don't think that I'm that naive to see the fiction or reality of things you've done to me. Now all this stupid shit is on repeat.
Hey there, my little fuckers. Welcome back to Monster Fuckers Anonymous, a show where we talk about sexy monsters and put them on a scale of 1 to 10 on whether or not you, yes, you listen with those scented candles right next to you, whether or not you should be making sweet baby moves with these monsters. I'm your carnal and charming creature consulting cleric, and with me, as always, is our tempting and titillating technical analyst, Joe. Joe, say hi to the people.
What compelled you?
What compelled me to what?
To sound like Funky Kong ASMR comforting you after a divorce.
Decided to sound like I'm sounding like I was supposed to sound, because today's episode is all about the sexiest, hottest, cum guzzling most monsters we could find.
Can you just really quickly say, can you just say booyah for me in the way that you're talking right now?
Booyah.
Can you also just chew some gum and get it on a little moped?
Booyah.
Okay, too much.
No, okay. I'll get off getting off my moped now, but that's today's episode, Joe. So I'm trying to get into the sexy, the hot and heavy mood.
With who? The audience? Did you ask the audience?
No. I was just like, I thought this would be fun.
It's April 1st.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we can't be sexy. Tell a little jokey wokey.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you're saying that I didn't have to come today with a topic idea this time?
No, I have the topic idea in mind.
That's honestly more frightening, I think.
Yeah, because we're picking monsters that just make you go, monsters that makes you go, monsters that make you want to get called a good boy and girl.
Only boy and girl, though.
Those are the only two options.
Really quick, I'm gonna get my for just verbal consent really quick from my housemate who is behind me. Can I yell? I don't think they're listening. I'm gonna yell at you this episode.
Okay, that's fine. You do it now?
It'll come up.
Okay, that's fine. But while you're yelling at me, let's talk sexy.
Do we have to do it like this, where I am hearing you?
No, I can stop. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we've run this course, but that's what the theme of today's episode is, everybody. It's getting sex heavy. Get ready. Get your towels ready, because we're about to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of things went wrong in my life when I stopped going to therapy.
When I was going to ask you, I spoke to you last night, Cleric, and I did say I was almost going to ask a clarifying question, but I reframed because we don't have the time, mentally or otherwise.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
But you can ask it now if you want.
No, I'm not going to. I don't want to know anything more about your life than I already do.
Okay. Thanks for being... We're friends, right?
Anyway, so let's go on to whatever the fuck the topic is.
Yeah, okay. You know, if you're watching the show, you know what's happened. I've picked the sexiest monster I could think of. Joe has picked the sexiest monster, and Kez has picked the sexiest monster they could think of. Here's the problem, though. Kez has given us a warning about the monster that they have picked.
A warning shot.
Like a warning that it can get bad. So we're going to tackle that when we get to the end of the episode, but know that there's a looming threat upon us. Why are you putting a lighter? Just in the middle of the episode. Need a light? Fuck you. All right. Let's just start the episode.
Okay.
Now. I think we've
Let's run the intro one more time.
Let's run the intro one more time. That was a practice one. That was a warm up. Hey there, little
Okay,
fucker.
no,
All right,
Jesus
now.
Christ.
Joe, are you ready to get steamy?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Joe, it's your turn. Lead us in.
My absolutely holiday appropriate sexy pick for this episode today is going to be an icon, a mark of nostalgia, a behemoth of social media, merchandise, marketing, ASMR, slime tutorials, like t-shirts, just kind of like general concepts. I think like a lot of puns and jokes. There must be like a cute ukulele song that exists out there somewhere.
What is your pick, Joe?
I'm going to be talking about.
Have you ever wanted to be pounded by an absolute globule of gelatinous cubature? Do you want to love a 10-foot cube of transparent gelatinous slab of ooze according to Wikipedia, which is also able to absorb and digest organic matter? That's right, the ultimate suck! The only suck! The last suck! This sucker secretes an anesthetizing slime! Tag your mom all your parts! Keep it going all night long! Get your lover get a lover and a gelatinous cube today! Get engulfed!
What the fuck just happened? What the actual
So
fuck
can I
just
tell you the
happened?
truth?
Sure, I guess at this point.
I'm on a hot 2. Do you know what that means?
You took a steaming dump?
No, I guess that is what it also sounds like. But no, I only had like 2 hours of sleep. I have a coconut berry Red Bull and an Elf bar. I had a nice poke bowl earlier, but I had a hot 2, a hot steamy 2. And my pick was the Grinch, forgetting that we had done, done the Grinch before.
Oh my god. We had a whole fucking
Christmas episode.
Joe.
We did, and it was against not Frankfurt. Who the fuck is that? Frank Krampus. It was against Krampus.
There's no F even remotely near that. There was no F just even close.
I will be going to sleep after this. But gelatinous cube.
Oh, so that was the actual pick. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. You were talking so low. I couldn't even pick up what your actual pick was.
Is that serious?
No, Joe, no. You fucking just baseball umpired me real quick.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so your pick is just a gelatinous cube. What?
Yeah.
How is it sexy? Describe how sexy this cube is for me.
You know what? Not 100% sure on the sentence.
Are you fucking... There's slime. Are we here? There are examples of
yes,
slimes.
there are.
So we can wrap that.
We
together.
can kind of put it together in the slime girl category,
which I find very hot. I'll be real.
The thing is with the gelatinous cube is that it is 10 foot tall and wide, and
thick girl. Yeah,
sure, and it runs through things, and it completely numbs your entire body so that you don't move anymore, and then dissolves you in like kind of its entire body that's made out of stomach acid.
I mean, if it's sucking the nut that deep, you know what I'm saying?
Does it?
I wish my mom loved me more.
Does it technically suck the nut if it sucks your entire body?
Is nut a part of body?
I answer that. I wonder if I guess that might be a philosophical question that it's not part of my religion, so I don't know if I can answer.
You don't know if you can answer if my cum is a part of my body.
No, I can't.
Well, gamers, I want you to get into the comments in Twitter for this episode, and I want you to really debate online in Twitter for all of us to see.
A female youth pastor gender segregated an entire sleepaway Jesus camp, wherein she told us that the Song of Solomon was an entire sort of chapter of the Bible that was about Jesus wanting to have sex with us. So
What? Wait, I'm sorry. What?
There's no time. There's no
what?
time. There's no time.
We're just supposed to move on?
You're the one who keeps saying that your mom should have loved you or whatever. So Jesus, the same thing.
Anyways, so yeah.
So it sounded like you are way more into this than perhaps I am.
Because I find slime girls like hot. Because
this is a slime cube that has like rotting pieces of meat inside of it, human meat and other types of meat that were once
just
living.
A fleshlight.
And the show and the series.
We've only been recording for 8 minutes.
It's been 20.
Yeah, but that's the 12 minutes of me fucking up the intro doesn't count. So we've only been recording for 8 minutes. We can't end the series. We can't end the series like this.
So my thought, just one last go.
What? This is the last hurrah here.
This is no, not like the last hurrah of the show yet. Last hurrah of your life. You're sprinting through a desert, no clothes.
Why am I naked?
There's a dragon, but like we did that 21 episodes ago at this point.
This is episode 30, right?
This is episode 30. But never mind never mind the desert. The dragon, the sexy crystal dragon, she's around. Just don't worry about it.
She isn't. She's an ice, but whatever.
What was the desert? The blue dragon?
I think that was the blue dragon.
That was literally my pick. Incredible. Then you're going to ignore the blue dragon. I will be slightly conflicted about which direction to go with my parts directed into whichever area of the desert. And I'm running with every appendage out. And I'm running right. I'm going to jump right into that gelatinous cube like a fucking ambrosia pudding. Like a shrimp jello that kills me.
I don't know where to go from here, Joe. I'm going to be very honest.
Okay.
Because you've just described, you shamed me for saying that's just a fleshlight, and you were saying I'm gonna stick my straight up cooter wooter in a shrimp pudding. So I don't know where the positives.
What
here.
if you stuck your dick into a shrimp jello that had tiger bomb in it?
I'd be banned from an IHOP.
You'd be banned from the 50s, maybe.
People still serve that apparently. I don't know. I've seen it in something.
I'm sure.
Also, if it was in the 50s, I'd get congratulated because that's boldness.
That's a acculturating.
Yeah. It's like, wow, you're breaking society norms.
Bland shrimp, bland jello.
That'd be the most interesting thing that happened to all of them in their lives, besides, surviving World War II.
Yeah.
I'm going to concoct a personality for this gelatinous cube
Go ahead,
for us
go
right
ahead
here.
and try.
Yeah, we'll try.
Do the work for me.
So, what I think this gelatinous cube would be is you're walking around, you're like, oh God, I just need a break. I need something to relax. And then this cube, this kind of giant slime puddle is just like, hey there.
Oh, I'm in it. I'm in the fantasy right now. I'm getting in.
It's like, hey, big sexy, do you need to lie down? And you're like, yeah, I would actually love this. Like, come here. Let me make your little bed. And then they form to be like a little couch cushion. And then you sit in them. And you're like, wow, this is the most relaxed I felt. And everyone's like, yeah, take your load off. Let me help you out. And they just help you relax. They make you feel safe and comfortable. And then you slowly sink inside them. And you're just like, well, yeah. You can take a load off and let me take a load for you. And then they slime up your butt. And you end up relaxing. So this is your lover that you can come home to and just immediately sink into the arms of. This is somebody who's comfortable with you, who is this is your lazy lover where it's like, wow, I just want to sit on the couch with you, watch The Last of Us, and then get my fucking ass enemed.
There's not an amount of cigarettes that I need after this episode, I think. But
yeah.
It's really just going to be an enema, huh? Just like it is just warming the whole way through.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a body high. It's like getting rubbed your entire body with aphrodisiac.
Interesting.
And then just
that would be kind of interesting.
Something flowing into your body. Because there's you can't really penetrate unless if you have a dick, then you can maybe thrust in or do the whole thing.
We don't know how prehensile the cube is. The certain dragon company won't release those documents, and I've been asking for years.
Yeah, we've been messaging that dragon company being like, please let us know if we can come inside the gelatinous cube. And they're like, You know what? You're getting racism instead.
Tragic.
Yeah. Joe, what do you find sexy about this cube? I think before we really get like what is like the sexiness factor for you here?
Squishy. Whole
Probably feels like
whole body big titty.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one big tit. And you can just like squish that baby. Squishy wishy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to end this episode, so we're just gonna go to the Popos scale.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
Possibility gelatinous cubes are pretty common in the D&D world.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very often found. In the do not disturb world.
Got it.
We do not disturb that world for racism. Gelatinous cubes are very common. They're around. They're in dungeons, or maybe around some dragons. You know,
but don't disturb them. They will kill you.
Yeah.
They will try to kill you.
Don't disturb them. You got to find a different path. You maybe have to be a pathfinder.
You know? Yes.
Yeah.
And you have to go on a quest so that perhaps it can become your monster of the week.
Yeah. Then sometimes you can Vampire the Masquerade yourself out of that.
Oh, yes. And in that same vein, you can get to its monster hearts too.
Yes. Oh, exactly. And then, maybe you can look to the stars and find it.
So true, actually.
So
and you know
true.
what? Stars without number.
Masks.
For the queen. And do you know what God said? Thirsty sword lesbians. I'm giving the cube an 8.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I get that. It's very common. They're very easy to find. They're not really fightable because you can just you can jump in them and melt. I'll give this a 7. I'll be real. This common.
How do you defeat gelatinous cubes? No one's ever made me.
Yeah, I've never actually fought one, to be honest. I think it's magical because you can't physically. It's resistant to like piercing and bludgeoning. Really?
Acid damage.
Oh, it does acid damage, or it's the only way to really hit it.
It does acid damage.
Yeah. So I don't think you can pierce it or bludgeon it or like hit it. So I mean, if your dick is a piercing weapon, it's got to resist it, baby.
Yes. Right. Sure. Attractiveness.
This is a cube.
It's a cube with rotting meat parts in it.
So if you ever wanted to have sex with a biodegradable Rubik's cube, this is your time.
My self check-in is I want to see what I gave the Babadook.
Why?
Because if my Babadook is if my gelatinous cube is above the Babadook, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. We're gonna give her a hot 1.
Damn, you don't find the cube sexy at all?
Actually, no, they're cute.
Yeah, because I guess we're gonna separate this from slime girls or slime people because we'll do that in another episode.
I'm fully just thinking about a slab of Jello now.
With eyes
and its fuckability. It doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, sometimes they do. They have eyes that kind of zoom in on you.
That's fucking disgusting.
That makes sense.
Give it a 2.
I'll look at that. I'll give this a 2 as well because I've stuck my dick in a lot of weird things. I think this is where I gotta draw the line.
Car door.
I stick my dick in a house, in a car door, in a house, in a possessed home.
And it's uvula.
And it's uvula.
Yes.
But
it took a lot of brain power for you to say that. And thank you so much for being brave enough to say that.
Audacity.
Mm-hmm. I guess pretty so.
It would be very audacious. I mean, it's a cube that doesn't really move, and then we'll be like, "Hello, do you want to relax with me?" kind of thing.
You just made it sound so cute.
Did you? Do you want an enema?
Do I want an enema? Enemas aren't good for you.
Well, I will say slimes sometimes, or it's been known, or at least in different medias, if you go by anime, that slimes have a purifying kind of slime, so it'll clear out your bowels real quick and give you that good gastro acid.
I don't know if I want my partner to also be like a diaper of mine.
I hate this episode. This is the worst episode we've ever fucking recorded, and I'm counting the 2 episodes that have been scrapped.
No, maybe you can turn it around with yours.
No.
Let's
I'm
just
not.
hurry it up. Audacity.
Audacity 2. It's a cube that's just like, I want to kiss you. Come and try me.
Parental acceptance. They would kill you. They would disown you. They would.
Yeah, this
Just
is
strike
a
you down.
0.5.
You'd be like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
I just want to give you a try of an enema.
It's a 1.
It's a 0.5. Just straight up. This is a cube. It's like showing up to your. Imagine this. I want everyone to picture this. You're at Thanksgiving. You show up to your parents' place. You're like, hey, I brought like some dishes, and I also brought my partner. And they're like, oh, where are they? And you see your dad just like scooping up a big chunk of like Jello. You're like, wait, no, that's Dylan, my boyfriend. And you're just like, what? And he swallows it, and then you just hear Dylan go, hello, and he just like throws that shit against the wall. You're like, what the fuck? It's like, Dad, you shouldn't eat that. I stick my dick in there, and it's a whole thing.
And then you get disowned. Then you get arrested. Actually,
yeah. So while we process how sexy that monster is, we're going to take a quick pause for math and a quick message from Kaz.
Thank you for that, Cleric. Hey, welcome to the break. Kaz here. I'm here to tell you to do some stuff, thank some people who've been sort of lighting the show, and send you right back off into the episode. First of all, thank you to all of our Ko-fi members. There's Amelia G, Gav, Christian J, Daydori, and Akima. Our members can head over to our Ko-fi right now and listen to some of the outtakes that didn't make it into this episode, which includes some lines Cleric might have flubbed, some jokes from when we're trying to calculate math. It's all there. And you can also see how some of the monsters stack up against ones from other episodes. You know, Ridley may be the worst monster we have, but how does it stack up to the ones from this episode? For just $3 a month, that empire of content could be yours. To find our Ko-fi, you can go to our Twitter, @MonsterLoverPod, and find one of our links floating around there. Or go straight to Ko-fi.com and search Monster Lover Pod or Monster Fuckers Anonymous. That's all from me. Enjoy the rest of the episode, and I'll speak to you soon.
Wow, Kez, thanks for those informative words. So glad that you said those during the recording.
Whatever you said.
I know exactly what you said. Yeah, I also can't believe you said that slur. Anyways, Joe, what do we got for the gelatinous cube?
For the globulin, gerbaceous, geranium, gelatinous cube, you got a hot 3.1. No, sorry, fuck. You got a hot 2.9. I got a 3.3, and the gelatinous cube gets a 3.1, which is above Cthulhu. Makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense. But it's also above Ridley. It's above
everything. Should be above Ridley.
Yeah, there's not many things that can destroy or get below Ridley, but maybe today we'll get there, baby.
Are you confident?
You know what? I could say that if it's not my pick, Kez's pick will definitely be.
Do you know Kez's pick?
Bottom of the barrel. I don't know. I'm assuming it's bad.
Oh, because you hate women.
Yes, 100%.
Quote
me on that. Don't quote me on that. Please don't. Please. I don't name my tweets. Please. But Joe, if you're done with your sexy gelatinous cube, I actually stayed on brand this episode, and I picked the hottest monster I wanted to do. Like the absolute sex god itself. Like men,
Mara
women,
from Persona.
Everyone. No. Everyone. Every person, every human, every being in the universe.
Now you're gender inclusive.
Now I'm gender inclusive because the monster that I picked is inclusive. It wants all beings to be within itself, to be flooded, if you will.
Or Boris.
Because I've picked from Halo series, the Grave Mind from the Flood. Before time as we know it, there was an alien shape-shifting race known as the Precursors, whose purpose was to preserve all life in the galaxy. The Precursors decided to look for others who would take up their mission, but would soon meet a grisly and nasty fate. Beings known as the Forerunners felt scorned by the Precursors and began to hunt them to near extinction. the last remaining precursors decided to fuck off and preserve their beings by changing their forms into a dust and wait dormant for years until they could find hosts to reform their beings. But after thousands of years in stasis, their life-saving mission became corrupted, believing that the only way to save the universe is to assimilate them into their being. The Flood, now wishing to infect and spread their influence throughout the galaxy, and to make all into a grave mind. So yeah, that international sex symbol, the grave mind, is who we're talking about today.
International. Sex
Intergalactic even.
Intergalactic. Okay. So we in fact might need to take you to the hospital, Cleric, because you are experiencing delusions of grandeur.
Okay. I don't think that's hospital worthy though, because look how sexy all those little biomass tentacles are, and look at its mouth. If you can look, if everyone wants to look up images of the grave mind.
I really wouldn't recommend doing that.
I sent images in the chat. You see how red and fleshy it is.
I
all the teeth.
am less okay with seeing this canon picture than Ridley's feet.
Wow. Okay. That is that's a statement there. So let me describe what that is, what we're looking at in the chat there. So the Flood are basically little cells that infect the body. They're like a hive mind. And what they do is they infect it and they like push out and consume the calcium in the bones of people. And they make them into little disgusting organisms and insert their mind. And what they do is every time they infect somebody, they kind of take over their brain and get their brain processing. So the more people they infect, the smarter they become until they form into a giant tentacle biomass with all the people assimilated into it, becoming a giant tentacle monster known as the Grave Mind, which is has the intelligence of everything it's ever absorbed, including those going back from probably 1 million years ago. And so it's just smart, it's ruthless, it's mean, and it's trying to assimilate all the world to be the Flood, because by every organic being.
Now, is this a Noah's Ark reference? Is Halo?
Halo is technically. Halo is a Noah's Ark reference.
Okay, interesting.
That's pretty accurate. And then the Flood is
and
the water.
This is the Flood.
This is the Flood. It's trying to just like infect everything, take everything 2 by 2, eat you up. And enjoying that little sexy biomass. I mean, who wouldn't want to be assimilated by all-encompassing
This
being?
seems like something that should be in Death Stranding.
It should be. It is a horror. It doesn't make sense.
Is it kind of Eldritch?
Universe. Kind of. It really is.
Okay.
Because it's like the collective consciousness of thousands of beings from the past while also assembling.
This is envy.
Basically. Yeah, this is envy of every single soul inside of envy could talk, whereas a tentacle, and also was vindictive, even more vindictive. And you can look at that little mouth though, the little red mouth. Don't you want to give that little red mouth a little kissy wissy, little? Mwah?
If in fact there was a little kind of concave mouth under a roof of bloody gums that extended as sort of a snout.
Yep.
But rather than there being like a bottom part of the snout, your jaw was just completely ripped off, and it was absolutely steaming with the amount of breath going on at all times in cold space. You know what? I'm really turning around.
Yeah, we're really turning around how hot it is. And I want to read some quotes from the Grave Mind that I think will really sell how sexy the Grave Mind can be. Because imagine just in like the deepest voice of with thousands, like also that bloody mouth is thousands of women and children formed together to make that. Like there's their biomass all melted together. And then imagine just that chorus of voices, mostly deep, but then like a little bit of a high twang of like voices is, I am a monument to all your sins. Like that goes hard.
That does go hard. And I'm sure the Flood is also speaking whilst hard.
No, they're mostly flaccid, to be honest. They're very flaccid creatures.
Damn.
So if you like flaccid penises, tentacles, and assimilation, boom, bang, boom, you're getting a hard on. And if you like the idea of dating a hive mind, well, here you go.
That is the one thing I find hive minds to a degree. There is an aspect to them that's like maybe endearing because you're dating an entire community.
Yeah.
However, the everyone wanting to be there, you got to talk to every soul.
That is a big one, but they're mostly collected into one consciousness. So now all of them want the same thing in the collective conscious.
Is this episode just kind of like an immigration assimilation like program?
What?
Do we just tell people to not be different? Is this the MFA way?
Differences divide us when we can all be one.
Uh-huh.
We're going to pause real quick to really reaffirm what the show's about. Can you just give us a second?
Okay, we figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out. We realized that message, bad. So, assimilation, not good.
But
so
the Halo of the Flood is not assimilation, is what you are claiming.
Yeah, no. It's mostly, imagine being all your memories being absorbed into into a collective consciousness, and that being using those memories to make itself smarter and then spread its seed throughout the world.
Seed. So it never gets hard, but it does spread its seed. I guess you don't need to be hard to spread your seed.
So imagine a little cum cage. And
chastity.
A little chastity cage. And so your dick's in the chastity cage, but you're leaking out. That's the grave mind. But in the cage, it's speaking to you eldritch knowledge.
Interesting.
Because the grave mind is very smart, super super intelligent. And look at those gums. You know that thing gives mean head.
Probably.
So yeah,
all snout.
Giving off. It's all snout.
It's like an anteater.
It's like a what?
It's like an anteater.
Do you think God doesn't leave heaven because he's scared of what he's created? Shout out Megan Trainor. Anyways.
Megan, what? Steve Buscemi.
No, okay. Here's the connection here. Like 6 frames with Kevin Bacon right now. That was a quote from Steve Buscemi, who's in Spy Kids 2.
And her husband is also in Spy Kids.
Yeah. No, yeah. Her husband is Spy Kids, Andy Cortez. She's there, and she is our mother.
Okay.
According to her new song.
That's right.
She's our mother. We have to listen to her. And we have to stop all that mansplaining. We've talked about the grave mind just in general, the kind of vibe it is. It's very vindictive. If I were to give it the personality that starts off with is very logical, but then it ends very vindictive and very much like, I am another quote for it, which I think sounds fucking dope as fuck, is I am a timeless chorus. Join your voice with mine and sing a victory everlasting.
This is
it is your cult. It's a cult leader. Basically, if we were to give the Flood like a personality and like a body in the real world, this is a cult leader who somehow is able to like hypnotize a whole bunch of people. Not hypnotize, but like kind of convince a whole bunch of people to like work underneath them and be with them and all under the same purpose. And you're like, wow, I love you. But they're like, yeah, you love us. And listen, you don't have I need you for an end. But they're very just like mean and very rude the entire time. And once they get that end, they like laugh in your face. Like, yeah, you've given me all your money, idiot. And now you're forever with me. So you've given me access to a banking information.
The Flood wants money? Like currency?
No, the Flood wants to assimilate all organic life, no matter what it is, throughout the entire known galaxies.
So just like the gelatinous cube.
Those are not even remotely similar. Like not even we went from, hey, can I give you an enema to I'm going to breathe my seed in your mouth now.
Sort of a snowball.
Yeah. Oh no. What?
Look up snowball in Urban Dictionary, folks.
Don't do that. Don't do that, gamers. Kez is looking it up right now. I see Kez typing right now.
Can we just?
I want to see Kez. We're just gonna wait to see Kez's reaction to reading this. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for this.
She still has a very an innocent smile to her.
Yeah, she's reading.
A wondrous naivete. She has a gasped in horror.
She is horrified. Hands are covering her mouth. She is fucking oh no. She's exiting it out. She's like, I'm never looking at my computer for right now. So you should do this at home. That was the Urban Dictionary section
She's
of MFA
currently
now.
filing her cocaine pinky, and she's going to forget about this.
She's currently popping her Ambien, and we'll see her in 3 weeks.
We'll see her in how many minutes? Only 5?
No, I said we'll see her in 3 weeks.
Oh, word. Yeah, that sounds right.
Let's just jump into possibility.
Yeah.
Because I was describing this as like this cult leader, very much bad vibes. Like this
Do
person
we
is
have
so
to be
bad.
in space?
No, they come to Earth. They can operate technology.
Oh,
They can
terrible.
fly ships. They can spread around. They're very easy to find because they'll infect your planet. They're also something interesting about them is they can torture technology.
Oh no.
So they can not only like infect humans, they can also infect AIs. And they figured out how to like turn AIs against people. So that's how mean and vindictive these things are, or just how like logical and just like I have a purpose that I will forever do kind of vibes. Is like they could even Siri done. Alexa, get ready to follow along. You know, Skynet, more like Sky yet to happen.
Got it. Okay. So what are you thinking? I'm thinking this is probably one
This is
of
a
the
high
more
possibility.
Okay.
Because they're coming to infect your planet. They want to get to your planet. They want to eat your babies.
You know what? Yeah.
I'm gonna give this an 8. Well, possibility in meeting, possibility in fucking 2. So I'll bounce it out with a 6. You know, I'll do an official 6. Sorry, Kez. I know you're typing up the.
I'll do 6-2.
Because like they're coming to your planet, but the possibilities of fucking them so low, so very very low. Of them fucking you in your body, pretty high. Attractiveness. How attractive is the grave mind? Joe, I want you to look at those pictures again that I sent.
1.
Look at those gums. Really give it a look though.
It looks like a fish. Horrible fish.
That's a fish is the best description you got here.
It looks like an anteater if someone put a firework in its mouth.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. I'm giving this a 1 as well. This shit is ugly. This shit is fucking ugly, dog. And it's that's all biomass. That's all just like pieces
That's
of flesh
people.
and like in flood and
Just like the
different
gelatinous
marines.
cube.
Yeah, but that's at least cubey. The gelatinous cube at least has like
It's always cute.
slime. It's got like slime. That's like a slime, and then there's pieces in there. It's not made of like it doesn't look like a fucking flaccid penis spread out, like the head split up.
Like
made of
a
people.
vivisected penis. Like a vasected, like not. This is
Kez, did you just do a fucking
circumcision.
visual description with your hands there?
Kess is a surgeon.
Kez just
Kess is a
audience,
penis,
Kez
a professional penis flattener.
Yeah,
Audacity?
No, go for it. Audacity. This is super. What the fuck? Kez, did you just pull out a penis flattener?
This is what that Kess indeed pulled out her college diploma.
She pulled out her fucking degree. She said, I went to this esteemed
You're
British
the
university to
future,
flatten your
Kez.
penis.
You're the future.
Wow. PhD in penis flattening.
Audacity 1.
That's what I'm calling the urologist now.
That's not okay.
Okay, Audacity, yeah, very much 1. There's no way. It's a hive mind, everyone. It's a hive mind bent on colonizing the stars.
That being said, hive mind with parental approval might be a 2.
If they get the parents there before you,
I mean, yeah.
that's an easy win. Give that a 5 because they want to do that.
Well, so it's still a 5 if there is the chance that your parents also get sucked up into.
Wait, no, I don't want to be hive mind with my parents. Yeah, 1. Bring that down. Bring that down.
That's what I'm saying. All right, we got the scores, I guess.
I guess we have something here, and I know it's lower than Ridley. Shout out.
Oh, interesting. Was Ridley a
might be.
2.7?
I think it was a 2.7, yeah. We're going to pause for math and figure it out. Actually, folks, turns out we were wrong after doing some quick math.
We're
in our
stupid.
Own. We're dummies. We're stupid dummy wummies. Say it, Joe. Say you're a dummy wummy.
I'm a dummy woman. I'm a dumb woman. The cleric called me a dumb woman.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Don't quote me on that. That's not. But Ridley's actually a 1.3. Ridley's not even a 2. I think Ridley's the only one we've ever had.
Yeah.
Joe, what are the scores now?
The scores for Cleric, the Grave Mine of 2.3, and for me 2.5, which gives a beautiful little median of a 2.4 for the Grave Cleric. The Grave Mine.
How is the Grave Mine higher than Ridley? This is kind of wild. It's the possibility of them infecting your planet. That is so high.
I guess just the one thing is that Ridley was just really hell bent on like ruining one singular woman's whole life, and it just became very like misogynist. Like it's a very sexist, targeted sexism, and
they're also racist.
Like at least the Grave Mine is just kind of like we can all be together, but
the great chorus.
Obviously not a beautiful necessarily.
Yeah.
And now I'm scared for this last part.
Yeah. So, as you all know, as we mentioned earlier in the episode, Kez has given us a producer pick that they said is so bad, a producer pick that they were so worried about that they've given us an alternate option to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to open the first one and kind of just go with it. And then if it's so bad that me and Joe are like, we're not talking about this on the show, we're going to do an alternate game. Like Kez has prepared an alternate just rule set for us to play with in this game.
Yeah.
So
I'm sleep deprived. Cleric's mother doesn't love them, and our producer is going to torture us. Is what today is happening.
Yeah. So April Fools to all of us. Let's see what sexy monster Kez has picked. I'm opening it in 3, 2, 1. The subtitle I will read for you. Imagine a recent piece of pop culture media with a large swarm of fungal monsters trying to kill humans. Love The Last of Us? I see it now. I see it in view only. You're fucking stupid, Kez. You're so fucking stupid. You're so fucking stupid. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this, dog? What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Cass is right.
Cass is right?
Cass is right. And I'm going to read this. The only serious sexy description. All right, you ready? Goombas are the iconic enemy from Nintendo's Mario franchise, as well as answer the question, what if it was all head? They are ever loyal to Bowser's regiphilic crusade, the simple but dangerous mushroom monster, and the army behind it remain in pursuit of the stalwart plumber until one slip-up costs him a life, and the Goomba who landed the killing blow can hold their head high with pride. There may be many more dangerous creatures of the Mario world more capable of ending a person, and all that they were. But foolish be the one to underestimate an enemy you never see coming, before it's too late. Look at this Galumba! Ah!
So, here's what I want to say. This is a show about monster fucking, correct?
If you're going to say something negative about Goomba Galumba, I'm going to scream.
I'm going to get ready to scream. This show has run for 30 episodes. There are thousands of other monsters that people want to talk about. Some that are more famous, some that we haven't even touched on, some of the most famous monsters out there sometimes. And what appears on the show before so many other well-deserving picks.
Dare you say this
fucking
to Reggie Fils-Aimé's butt baby Goomba Galumba, all pronouns of Nintendo's Mario franchise.
I didn't even know it had a last name. Did you make up the last name, Kez? I want you to unmute. I want you to unmute and tell the people that you made up this last name.
And that's the only time you'll hear Kessa's voice in the episode.
That's it. Goomba Galumba. You made
No,
up
I'm pretty sure
Galumba.
there's a separate creature named Galumba, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, I think I don't. We have so many other monsters that we have to just like dues and get through. But what? This is your choice? A Goomba?
A Goomba?
You want me to fuck a Goomba, Kez?
They're like little tiny penises. Stick it
They're
up.
really large.
No.
The Goomba. I'm not saying his last name. You don't get the. I'm not saying the Goomba's fucking last name. You're not fucking getting that out of me. Okay. Let's break this down. Okay. Let's start. Just I guess this is what we're doing. So they're very. You can't stick them up your ass because they're very thick. They're big. The Goombas are the Goombas are thick.
The way that you move your glasses on camera right now.
For those of you who don't know, my glasses are not on my face right. They're like skewed to the right. Like it's not good. We all just fucked with our glasses. Anyways,
We all pay to see.
That's kind of wild. Society makes us pay to see things.
It is the most well accommodated disability, and yet it still sucks.
Because what if I have to pay like $100 to see, and that's so I don't crash and jump in front of them and just like slip and slide in something, you know?
What if
Anyways,
it was all head?
I mean, yeah, Goombas probably give fucking monster head because that's all it can do. It doesn't have an asshole. It's a mushroom. I don't think it shits. Unless it shits from the same place it eats from. Because here's actually something. There's something to break down here. In Paper Mario, you can meet Goombas and all them stuff have like villages where they interact, where they get water, where they like hold things up. They do have weird hand things, or like they have psychic abilities that can hold things because they kick soccer balls. Sometimes they hold baseball bats, but they don't have hands. So they have like they have small telekinetic abilities. So they can jerk you off at least.
There we go.
And you would go to their homes in Paper Mario. They have full homes. They have kitchens. They have bedrooms.
These
and
are
it's implied
working members of fucking
have
society.
Toilets. Yeah. They're employed. Bowser employs them, you know. Any Goomba that you have sex with will be like part of the military. So, or maybe you're in Mario Sunshine and Mario Baseball, and you're just playing baseball with a Goomba. So, you know, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what to do here. I'll be real here. You can put a spotlight on me real quick and some sad violin music. This show has been going on for like 30 episodes, and this is the most floored I've been in a while. Because, like, I want to talk about, like, Strahd. I want to talk about, like, other werewolves. I want to talk about more aliens. And what do I have to talk about? What have I been forced to talk about? A fucking mushroom with legs that a white man on YouTube co-opted to tell people about Japanese culture. So, what do I got here, huh? What can I do?
Tens across the board.
No, let's jump. Let's do this. Okay. For possibility, I think it is actually a 10. I'm gonna be real with you. They're the most common.
It's a 10
in Mario.
It's a 10.
It's a 10, baby. Bada bing, bada boom.
You fucking Galoomba.
No, I think we're saying slurs. Hold on. Yeah.
Attractiveness? Yeah. He's pretty cute. He's kind of a cute guy.
I will say there are different versions of Goomba. Goombas. There are like the ones with wings. There is the pink ones. There's the one. So in Mario Odyssey, I haven't played the game, but it looks fun. There's a mission where you have to get, if you want to get a star, you have to stack up Goombas. Yeah, it's the one with the hat. We have to stack up on Goombas to meet a female Goomba where you got to give a little kiss. And all female Goombas apparently are pink. So they got a little, and she has a little hat. She's a pink Goomba with a hat.
That's pretty enticing sexually.
I'm sorry, what? I don't know what the mention of a Goomba with a hat did for Joe. but it changed something. It changed their biology real quick. Their instincts went into overdrive. They said Goomba with a hat and my legs are open. I'm breeding. It's breeding time with Goomba with a hat.
What's wrong about a Goomba that's picking as a hat and you have to kiss her to get a fucking star or whatever the fuck?
You gotta give her a little kiss.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking Christ.
6.
There's 4. I don't 5. You know what? 5.
No,
I
say
can
4.
get
You
it.
could say 4.
No, I'll go 5. I do think it's cute. And you know what? That Goomba with a hat really changed things for me.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm going to get an image of it. Before we can pause real quick, I'm going to get an image of Goomba with a hat. All right, here's female Goomba. Here's Goomba with a hat.
That's pretty enticing sexually.
That's pretty enticing.
That's
sexually,
pretty
I'll be
enticing
honest.
sexually.
That's pretty enticing. I want to breed that
Audacity
Goomba.
is not even audacious. She will try to
I'm
kill
gonna
you,
give-
I
know what?
guess.
Hold on. I'm going to be really honest. I'm giving this a 7.
In Audacity?
No, for attractiveness. Goomba with a hat really fucking convinced me.
You gotta average the scores. So I think you're
That's-
back to 5.
Nah, I'm keeping 7. Fuck out of here.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Goomba, look at Goomba with a hat.
She doesn't have a name. It's just Goomba with the hat, by the way.
No, she probably has a name. I just keep calling her
I want it
Goomba.
to be like Margaret so bad. Just such a regular ass name.
It's Goombetta. It's Goombet.
No, it's Margaret.
It's Goombet.
It's Margaret.
It's
Marguerite.
Hold on. Here's a cute little photo of Goombetta Margaret. Hold on. Here's a cute
Audacity
little photo.
8.
Audacity, I was gonna say 9. They're common. They're everywhere. They're the most
They'll
common
try to
enemy
kill you
in
a little bit.
Yeah, but they could also just run at you. That's it. You can, if you really want to, just like you can just kick one over and be like, "Hey, I know you have psychic powers because you can hold a fucking
They have
baseball
psychic
bat."
powers too. I think that's an 8.
Yeah, no, exactly. I was like, "Hey, you can. What if I give you a little kiss instead?" And they're like, "Oh," and then you see Goomba with a hat, and you're just like, "Damn."
And then you skewer a Galumba like a fucking kebab. And then you feed your family with his body.
You feed your new Goomba family with his body. Because you and Goomba with a hat have now made babies.
You've become nesting partners.
I'm fucking settling down with Goomba.
With Goombets.
Goombet.
Yeah.
We're gonna pause real quick. Kez, please tweet out a picture with a Goomba with a hat.
No
and say,
context.
This is the sexiest monster in MFA history.
That's a spoiler. That's a full spoiler.
I don't care.
Yes,
This shit
you
is
do.
hilarious.
You do care. And you're better than this. Parental acceptance.
She has a stable job in the military.
True.
They are avid people. They play
They're
baseball.
community oriented.
They have hobbies.
They have telekinesis.
They can live their lives. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10.
7.5.
Especially with that hat.
Especially with the hat.
I'm sorry to everyone that I've just like now hyper fixated on this.
Just admit it. Just admit that sometimes my taste and your tastes align, and sometimes a pink little mushroom with a giant fucking mouth and good set of eyebrows is pretty enticing sexually.
Oh, Christ almighty. Okay. Yeah, let's just do the score. Let's just add these numbers up.
Okay. I got the numbers. They're crunched.
You've crunched them?
I've crunched them. So, Cleric.
Yeah.
Your scores for the Goomba is an 8.5. My overall score for the Goomba is a 7.9, which gives the Goomba an altogether total average of an 8.2, which I'd love to let everyone know is above Optimus Prime.
That is, I think that's one of our highest ranked monsters.
Did it exceed Crystal Dragon?
No, Crystal Dragon's like 8.8, I think.
Oh, okay.
So I think Goomba just went into the top 5.
No, Cleric.
Kez is shaking her head, so.
Crystal Dragon is an 8.3. So it's a point under Crystal Dragon.
It's number 2?
It's number 2. And this is your fault. So anyway, everyone, I hope you enjoyed your April 1st.
We're ending the show. None of these. This is a non-canon episode. This is a non-canon episode.
We're still gonna release it though, so that we can get the listens.
Yeah, 100%. But nothing that we said during this episode will be counted towards the actual number 2.
He's perfect.
Who is number 2 before this?
I can do a cursory glance.
Hold on, Kez is typing. Selkies.
Oh, it is Selkies. That's right.
Oh my god. What is this
Crystal
show?
Dragon, Goomba, Selkies, top 3.
That is so fucking wild. That is such a here are the 3 sexiest monsters that MFA has canonically said you should always have sex with. 1, Crystal Dragons. 2, Goomba. 3, Selkie.
If people took a second to think about it, they would agree.
I don't know what to do anymore, y'all. I don't know where the show is going. We've destroyed the show. There's nowhere I didn't think we could hit another rock bottom. We just keep going. Fiction or reality,
which one could we be? Don't think that I'm that naive to see. Oh, let's go through the winners and losers for today, though, before we go into a full existential crisis together.
Yeah.
So our loser for today is the Gravemind with a 2.4. Our mid, which is also still a secondary loser, is the Gelatinous Cube with a 3.1. And our winner by a landslide is an Goomba with an 8.2.
I guess that goes to show you that beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. And that Kez is getting a severe write-up after this episode.
Dragon D's nuts.
That's, yeah. I'm still number 1, though. I'm still number 1. I'm holding on to that. If Goomba became number 1, we're canceling. The episode was officially non-canon. You're getting that shit out of here.
That is just you exerting your power dynamic over us again, Claire.
Yeah, it's Mr. 34. Remember that.
Okay.
All right, gamers. Happy April 1st. This is a fun episode to do. A lot of fun. I'm lightheaded. I don't know where I'm going in life now.
I've gotten a hot 2.
Joe's gotten a hot 2. I'm hungover, and Kez.
I feel like I've been hungover for like 3 days.
But you know what? That's just in fiction, not reality. Sing it on home.
Fiction or reality? Which one should we be? I think that I'm not nice.
Don't forget me by my name, even if it's all a game. Your word will remain when you said that I was your ambition. I don't know reality or fiction, no.
Why does he have green shoes? I just saw the one.
Oh, you just
Kez
saw the Galumba?
I just saw the Galumba.
What's wrong? Look at it. He is much uglier. He's much uglier than the Goomba.